So here we are with Craig Russell. Craig, thank you for joining us.
It's okay.
Now, recently announced by the UFC was a fight between Randy Couture and Lyoto Machida.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts on this matchup?
Great fight, 50-50 fight. I think Randy has an excellent chance of winning this. He can put him up against the cage, take him down, but Lyoto could catch him with a counteractive strike and win the fight in a very short space of time. It's a really good fight.
Now, Randy is known as a wrestler. That is his main game plan, although he does have good stand-up. Do you think his wrestling technique will be enough to have a win over Machida?
It could be. It could be. Randy has a very high work rate and he has an ability to get close up with any fighter. So it gives him a high chance of winning this fight. It's an awesome fight.
Also, speaking of wrestlers, Brock Lesnar is due to meet Junior Dos Santos in June in Vancouver at the end of the Ultimate Fighter series. What are your thoughts on that fight, and what are your thoughts on them as coaches of the Ultimate Fighter?
Great selection of coaches, really interesting characters. Brock Lesnar is a huge draw, and I think Brock Lesnar has the power to win this fight. I think he could take Dos Santos down. But Dos Santos, world-class striker, he could land a lot of strikes on Lesnar. If he can avoid the takedown, he could win the fight.
Lesnar is known as a very withdrawn fighter. He doesn't like interacting with the media, doesn't really leave his house much, lives out in the country. How do you think he's going to be able to deal with being a coach, being in the spotlight for 6 weeks, and having to deal with the pressure of being in the Ultimate Fighter house?
I think he's a very passionate guy. He lets his feelings known very easily. So I think it'll just make the fight even bigger than it already is, and it'll just be a huge event. What
do you think of his chin? He's just fought two very big hitters, Shane Carwin and Cain Velasquez, being knocked out by Cain Velasquez. Do you think he'll be able to take a punch by Dos Santos?
Well, we're soon going to find out. I think he's going to be used to it. He's going to get a lot of hard sparring in, stand-up work, and he's going to have to learn the stand-up game. So I'm sure he'll be ready come fight night.
Okay, well, thank you for taking the time to talk to us.
Thank you.